on this channel. I'm not sure if I should hold my phone like this. Orientation is locked, device, rotate back. All right, that's how I'm gonna hold it. I don't know how this is gonna come out at all. I'm here with my financial friend. He has over 230,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't seen him already, go and check his stuff out. Daily market updates, similar to what I do, but he has more of a focus on crypto and the overall market. So good stuff if you want to learn what's happening in the overall markets a little bit more. So he's your guy. We are just going to chat about the markets. If you guys have any questions, we can see them here. I don't really know how to do it exactly. Hide all chat messages, live chat, all messages are visible. All right. Do you want to see? Do you want to check?
Yeah. I'll check
so
it
yeah,
out.
if you guys have any questions, what's up? Have any questions for us? We're happy to answer them. We've got some charts up on his phone, and yeah. So basically, I mean, today we've seen Luna pumping just ridiculously, right? Luna 2.0 was like 200% up today, and I think, can you check what the percent of Luna Classic is right now?
Yeah.
How much it's gone down? Like that was down 15% last time I saw. Maybe it's a little bit more.
23%.
23% now. So a lot of you guys and a lot of people out there on Twitter and things are thinking that it's essentially whale manipulation, right? So, I mean, yes, a lot of money has come from, has gone out of and siphoned out of Luna Classic, but it's not necessarily enough money to pump a market cap the way that Luna 2.0 has pumped today. Like we're talking, how much was it? Like $1 billion?
3 billion.
Yeah.
3 billion in volume. So in my opinion, I don't cover it as closely as Connor, but you have to realize it was up 400 or 500% in a couple weeks. So people are going to take profits eventually, especially if it starts to lose steam. Someone's going to take profits, even with the strong community, with the burn coming up. A lot of people will sell before the actual event happens. So that's just kind of my opinion on it. It's pretty normal to see a 20% pullback if we've seen a 500% increase, over a couple weeks.
Totally. Let me see if I can, so we can both be in it. Rotate device back, orientation is locked. Oh, so we have to do it. We have to do it this way. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it is manipulation. There's no real way to prove this, but we have to wait to find out. Could just be really a technical pullback in the charts anyway. Oh, here we go. Let's see some questions. Normal for the course. Check CZ. See if apparently he's tweeted something.
Okay.
Samo Games, honestly, there's no way of knowing whether or not it's going to go up again. This is the thing that I talk about on the channel all the time. It's all about just mitigating your risk. So if you believe that Luna Classic is a long-term bet or a long-term play, then it's perfectly fine to think it's going to go up. But we never know. It may go down now drastically over the next few weeks if the market overall doesn't get any better. It's very easy for Luna Classic to continue a downward trend now. Remember, we've had a 5x, and that is why I talk about the importance of taking profits all the time, because we really just have no idea, honestly, no idea whatsoever what the market's going to do. So the best way to mitigate the risk of the market just dumping whenever is by taking profits. As simple as that. Yeah, sure, man. Crypto Demon. Is that Demon or Damon?
Demon, yeah.
I'm only good with numbers. I'm absolutely terrible at reading. So, yeah, I'll be up for that. Just drop me a message on Instagram. The link should be down there in the description. What's the view like for you guys? If you're on a computer, I can't turn the screen for some reason. Maybe I have to start the live with my phone sideways. I guess that's how it is. But yeah, right now we are here at a conference here. I'm in Florida and we're at FinCon. So I don't know whether things are, there's some big YouTubers around here, finance-based YouTubers all around here, finance YouTuber creators in the wild.
No, I didn't see anything from CZ. I don't know, he posts a lot, but I didn't see anything that he sent out about Luna. I saw someone talk about manipulation with a long thread, but it was hard to see. I think it's just a pullback. You think so too?
It just, yeah, a technical pullback for Luna Classic. And the thing is that, like I was saying, it can go back. It's up, 400%. So it can go up. It can go up exponentially, or it can go down just as fast as it can go up. And that's the important thing. No matter how bullish you are on something, things are going to go down. Like we're in a bear market, so it's definitely to be expected.
I actually just made a video too. I haven't put it out yet, but I kind of hate when things pump up. Like when the market goes up significantly, Bitcoin's up $2,000. That doesn't really help me long term. I already know, or I already think that it's going to do well. So why do I want it to go up right now? I want to accumulate as much as possible in the meantime. So this is kind of a blessing in disguise with whatever crypto that you like if it goes down, right? It's kind of reverse psychology, because anything else, if you go to the gym and you work out, you want to see results, but in this you don't really, as long as possible, because you want to put in as much money in the meantime, while still remaining safe and comfortable with whatever your own strategy is.
Yeah, we were actually talking about this on the taxi on the way here. I just lost my trail of thought. What was I going to say?
We were talking about on the taxi on the way over that we don't want
the
market to go up in the next couple months.
Even like a year or two. Like basically, the way I see it is, I want as much Bitcoin, for example, as I possibly can. So if you feel that way about Luna Classic, you feel that way about Cardano, anything. We have a time now to make as much money as we possibly can in our businesses, in our 9-to-5s, in our jobs, whatever it is, and that money can be used for investments that we believe in for the long run. So if we're in a bear market, in the overall markets, if retail goes down, if stocks and shares continue to fall, if crypto continues to fall, all of that sort of stuff, the longer we're actually here, the better it is for us, because we can continue to accumulate, and that's great. Happy days if we can accumulate. If I had been accumulating as much as I am now in 2018, 2019, 2020, it would have been a completely different story. So I'm all for it pumping loads.
I want to know something too. When did you guys start first buying a Luna Classic? I'm assuming everyone watching this is invested. Let me know in the chat box. I'm curious, because we were having a debate over this the other day. How many people were invested before the crash, and then how many people have been new investors? I'm just personally super curious on that.
When did you buy some?
I had it somewhat early on. It was actually one of my better performing cryptos, and that was before it crashed. So I had...
Oh, you got in You actually got in early on Luna, right?
Yeah. So, it was good at the time. Then it fell down, and terrible cost basis.
How much did you lose?
10 grand in Luna, but way more than that in Anchor.
Give us numbers.
Not 88 grand in Anchor.
So around 100 all in.
Yeah.
100 grand lost.
Yep.
100 grand. Oh, but so he got into Luna Classic early on, made significant gains. Did you take any profits?
I took some profits.
Took some profits, and then it went to literally zero, which is a perfect learning lesson, right? Luna Classic was a top 10 coin, right?
Yeah, it was like top 5, 6.
Yeah. So the original Luna, top 10 coin, $40 billion market cap, nothing can go wrong. And I'm sure 99% of people who were holding Luna Classic never took any profits because they thought it was safe and it was going to continue to go up. Turns out, crypto can go to actual zero.
Yeah.
And again, that's why we take profits. And now, and would you say it's more, I would say it's more risky now than it was back then. Like in a what's the word? Like a percentage wise, if we base everything that we have, it's probably more risky or more likely to dump now than it would have been then.
Yeah. I think it depends what you're looking at. Like, right now, keeping crypto on exchanges, or around that time, it was really dangerous to keep crypto on exchanges when the market's falling. In the bull market, you can put your crypto pretty much anywhere, and it's fine because there's a lot of liquidity. There's so many people coming in. But personally, when you look at prices, depending on what you're buying, obviously, like Bitcoin, I think has a lot less risk now, just price-wise, because it's already fallen to where a lot of people think it's going to fall. Even the bears think maybe 50%, if that. So I feel like there's less risk overall when buying, but there's probably more risk depending on where you put your crypto, just personally. I'm really cautious about that right now.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
How do I get these chats up? Here we go.
Pull up some too.
14K profit 2 days ago. Absolutely amazing. This is exactly what I mean. Profit is profit. No one ever went broke taking their profits, right? So 14K, congratulations. That's absolutely awesome. Thanks for the support, Buck. Thank you so much. Do you think we will go on? Christopher, yeah, I think there's a chance that it will go on, but I also think that there's quite a high probability that we're going to continue downwards for a little bit of time. There's honestly no way of knowing what's going to happen with this market, especially with how the overall macro is right now. It's bad. Like the macro environment is bad right now. So there's I don't know, Sam, would you agree? There's essentially no reason for this pump. The pump that we're seeing right now, there's essentially no reason for it, right?
Yeah, I think it was mostly short squeeze. And we talked about this morning on my channel, and I think you talked about it on yours too. But yeah, there's a short squeeze. A lot of people were betting against it. A lot of the time, whales will just push it up if they know there's a lot shorted, just because they can play both sides of it. They can make short-term money. If you can manipulate something like that, you can make a lot of money on it. And not that it shouldn't be valued around here anyways. I think some people aren't selling either or buying because of CPI next week. There are some good CPI numbers coming out of China. People are excited. They think if this is the second month in a row that we've been falling down, then the markets are going to go up and go up significantly. So I think there are some people that are actually buying around these levels, but we just broke through a bunch of resistances. I mean, we broke through the resistance at 19.5 and then at 20,500 that we had been hitting for a couple weeks, just blew past it within an hour because of the short squeeze, in my opinion.
Yeah. Someone said, what? That's Sam.
Yeah.
Sam from My Financial Friend. I'm going to leave a link down there in the description. There isn't one right now, but I'll add it in later on. But yeah, man. We have the Ethereum merge on the 15th. CPI on the 13th, right?
Yeah, we have the Cardano hard fork on the 22nd, and the Fed meeting, FOMC meeting on the 21st.
Yeah.
So 4 events all coming really close, and then 2 weeks after that, or 3 weeks after that, again, we have another CPI reading. Every month.
Every month, apart from we didn't have one this month, did we?
No, we did.
Oh, we did? There was a month where they had a break, no?
Well, the CPI reading was like almost a month ago now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first big month where we came down, and it was less than we were expecting.
Yeah.
It was like 8.5 instead of 8.7, I think.
What are you guys expecting for this CPI data? Let me know in the chat right now. Someone's asking, what do you reckon the Mt. Gox, do you reckon the releasing of the Bitcoin is going to affect the market?
I think it will be delayed whenever we have any kind of legal spat or something, whatever you want to call it. In crypto, it always is pushed back, and there's a lot of money on the line, so they don't want to rush it. I think, was it the 15th or the 16th is the deadline for people to like claim they're part of Mt. Gox or something like that. But it's not like that next day they're going to send out all the crypto to everyone, right? So it's going to take verification. I'm sure they're going to have to go back and forth. There are going to be people that come in late. They're like, hey, give me my crypto.
Give me my crypto.
Yeah. And then I think a lot of the people, too, that were in it aren't necessarily going to sell out right away. These are the people that were in it in 2013, 2014, even before that. So I think a lot of them will probably take some profit, or maybe they've been buying since right after that anyways. So they might just hold on because they've probably taken profit along the way anyways. And this is just kind of icing on the cake. A lot of them probably aren't even counting this in their net worth, or counting they're gonna actually get this. So I think if it was me, I would sell some of it, unless I was already super rich from Bitcoin over the last 8 years. But I'd probably keep half of it. It's not like this is a great time to be selling. It's not like we're at 70,000 again and we're at all-time highs.
You've got like a potential of 3x more just to reach the old all-time highs,
right? Yeah, definitely. I mean, why would you want to sell something that's worth $10 million at the lowest price that's been in 2 years?
Yeah. Guys, just one sec. We have 80 people watching right now. This is the first time we've ever been live on this channel. If you can, just quickly smash the like button right now, because it is going to help push this video out to more people. Hopefully it does well in the algorithm, so it helps. And of course, helping this video helps our community here. If you didn't know already, if you're new here, I'm actually burning Luna Classic using the revenue that this channel generates. So what Google pays me, I'm gonna buy Luna Classic with it, and I'm gonna send it to the burn address, and I'm gonna show you guys the entire back end of that. So just commenting, liking, sharing this, smashing the like right now will just help the channel. And look at that, 20 of you guys did it just then. Thank you so much. Sam says thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
But if you could, there's still 40 more of you out there who haven't liked it, so give it a like. Go on.
Did you tell them what you did today when we were in the car?
What did I do?
When you were trading Luna?
Oh yeah, if you guys didn't see the last video that I posted, there was a lot of volume happening on Luna 2.0. I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but I haven't checked in a few hours, but there was mad volume. So I was just doing a scalping trade strategy where I was looking at the very short-term price movement, finding where it was bouncing, because these bounces were pretty significant in the price, using leverage to then scalp trade that as quickly as possible. Really short time frame, 5-minute time frame, and I think I did 4 trades or 3 trades maybe, and it was about $450 profit in maybe 5 minutes, right?
Yeah. I paid $12 for the Uber, and he made $500.
Yeah, he paid.
He didn't even talk to the Uber driver. I could have made $500 too.
Yeah, the Uber driver the whole time was trying to get us to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to sit quietly. 54 likes, guys, almost 100 people watching. It's helping. So just smash the like button while you're watching now. It's going to help us get out to more people.
Yeah, if you get to 100 likes, he'll give me half of what he made today in the car. Right?
Let me just. Well, see, I've got a lot. I lost my keys. I lost my crypto keys in a boating accident. Let's check what the chat is saying. Where in the UK am I from? I'm from London, but I'm not there anymore. Right now in Florida. I spent some time in Dubai. I spent a lot of time traveling because the weather in England is the worst ever. The weather in Florida is all right. What's it like in Michigan?
It's 70 and cloudy right now. It's good in the summer. It's
What's
beautiful.
Do you know what 70 is in Celsius?
I don't know, like room temperature.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's awesome in the summer, then cold and snowy in the summer. Or in the winter.
Yeah,
Not very nice. Yeah.
What's everyone saying? Is there a volleyball match or basketball? Here, I don't know, man. This is just... No? Is it meant to
I don't
be?
think so. Not now.
Oh, is that something that happens often?
Maybe volleyball, but basketball is not the right season for it.
Crypto is extremely bullish, I'm sure. Connor,
is anyone from Florida here, like in the chat? Is anyone from around Orlando? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know where you're from. If you're from America, if you're from near us right now. Kind of get Sam to be a lunatic. Raining in Yorkshire, man. I know.
I've done a couple videos, two videos, I think.
So Sam, obviously, he got burnt pretty badly by Luna. If you are new to the live stream, he explained what happened. But he was an early investor. And what I always talk about taking profits, he invested early. He took his profits at the top, getting out, probably close or more than the initial investment, which is important. Then the rest is essentially a moon bag. You can use your profits to either reinvest into other things or take it out in cash. And then the Black Swan event happened, right? Mm-hmm. So, it actually went to zero. And I know a lot of people always say, like, there's risks of stuff going down, but there's risks of things going to absolute zero. Lunar Classic is the example of that. So the good thing is he took those profits out, and even though you probably took the profits out not at the top, like in and around.
It wasn't perfect.
Yeah. And it's trying to time either the tops or the bottom is just like a fool's game, I would say, And that's why simply we both do exactly the same strategy. Actually, we do the same dollar cost averaging strategy into Bitcoin as each other, but Sam does time-based dollar cost averaging, right? So you invest once a week, is it?
Twice a week, and then at certain levels I'll invest more. So if Bitcoin went down to 10K, it's not like I'm going to sit around and wait 5 days to buy some more. Then I'll buy more significantly as it goes down. So the twice a week is like a smaller amount, and then whenever we hit those bigger numbers as we fall down, then I am buying significantly. And I also am setting up numbers too to take profits on the upside right now too, because we're pretty far down, but that can change pretty quickly. And you want to have those numbers.
Any numbers you would start your first profit taking?
Just short of the all-time high.
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking. So I don't want to take profit if we go up to, if we went up to 30K, I'm not going to buy after 30K right now. Because I could do that now if I really wanted. I have enough cash that I could buy significantly more. But I'm keeping that around just in case we fall further and just for other opportunities as well. I don't want to throw everything into crypto at one time. So that's the key for me. Just continue to buy consistently, because it's really easy to forget to buy for like a month. You buy a significant amount and then things come up, you're doing other stuff, and then you just don't touch it. So I just want to force myself twice a week to buy.
I like that. I think that's actually probably a better strategy than mine overall. But personally for me, I just go on, it was about 3 days ago, right, that we had a big crash. Was it 3 days, 4 days ago? It was when we were here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And on a day like that, for example, extreme fear, big price volatility downwards, that's when I'm buying, and I buy heavy on those days. And I don't really dollar cost average into Bitcoin on a time scale, right? It's just when those big crashes happen. So that's how I do it. And the question I asked him about when to take profits, it's a hard one with Bitcoin because we want to hold it forever, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to hold my Bitcoin forever and then take loans against that Bitcoin. Essentially, is the plan. But yeah, I mean, again, even with Bitcoin, even though I plan to hold it for the long run, I shave small amounts of profits, and specifically Bitcoin is a good example of getting in early, shaving profits in euphoria, and then when we are in euphoria, it's really easy to still make gains in the smaller caps. So right now it's harder to make gains in smaller caps, you're more likely to lose money. But in the bull market, if Bitcoin goes to its new, like close to the old all-time high, these smaller cap altcoins probably won't even have made their parabolic run yet. So you can then shave profits from Bitcoin, take those profits, hold a little bit of cash in case there's a pullback, and then reinvest the profits into smaller caps. Then ride those, take the profits, and then take some cash, buy yourself some real estate or something like that, put the rest back into Bitcoin right now. And that is literally an overview of what we've both done, right?
Yeah.
Essentially over the last few years.
And I think it depends too on how much you have. Like if you are close to having enough to live on forever, maybe you take profits a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Like if you have $100 million, why do you need 200 million maybe? And try to get another double? So for me,
before you go forward, on that note, I actually think that's a really important thing to remember, that if you look at, like, for example, Luna Classic, if you look at your portfolio and you've made a significant amount of money in comparison to your net worth. So let's say for argument's sake, your net worth is, do you know what the average net worth would be?
For someone our age, maybe 20 grand, 30 grand.
I think it's actually minus. I think at 30, because of debt, you're still minus. But let's say 10 grand, for argument's sake. You got a net worth of 10 grand, maybe even liquid, a net worth, let's say you've got cash of 10 grand, right? Just to make it easy, because you've got real estate and all of that sort of stuff. But let's say liquid, you have 10 grand. Now, you just made $3,000 in Luna, right? Because you put in under 1,000. You just made $3,000 profit. If I saw that, I just made 30% of all of the liquid money that I have. I made that in, like, how long has it been? 1 week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, that is the time where I look at that and think, well, this is already a significant amount of money to me. Whether or not you consider that amount of money life-changing or not, but that's a significant amount of money according to my net worth. So I'm going to take some of that off. Let's say $1,000 from there, and now I have $1,000. I just increased my net worth, or increased my cash by 10% in 2 weeks, and now that's solid money that I have. And it really doesn't matter if it goes up, right, from there.
And what I like to do is I still like to take even a little bit more on top of that, even if it's 10 or 20%. Like, usually the market goes up 10% in a month or in a year. So taking another 10% on top of that guarantees that you actually have the same return as if you just invested safely, and then you still have all the extra money. That's
an awesome,
which it's mostly a mental thing at that point. I mean, we're talking about 100 out of $3,000 at that point, but it does make a big difference in your own mentality, because investing in crypto, a lot of it comes down to, can you handle the volatility, and then can you tell the difference between when there's just a lot of volatility and when something's going to drop to zero. I still sold out of certain positions, like I was able to sell out of Anchor Protocol, even though it was at a much lower rate, or UST. It was at a much lower rate than the $1 peg, but I realized that I had to do it eventually, and if I kept on holding on, it wouldn't hurt that second when I sold, but I would save pain later.
Yeah, totally. And that $100 or whatever it is, even if it's a small amount of money, trust me, it can become a significant amount of money if the market goes to zero, right? If you get a black swan event and the market goes back to zero, even that 1%, let's say, that you shaved off at the top, that 1% can be worth more than the entire thing that you left in. If something like Luna happens, if you guys didn't know, at one point Cardano dropped around 99%. So these things happen with huge projects. Luna, one of the biggest projects ever it happened with. I know all these others. We're on 83 likes right now, guys. There's 147 of you watching right now. Smash the like button, get this video out to more people, of course, right here. Using the revenue that this channel generates, I'm gonna buy Luna and I'm gonna burn it. So just by liking this video, you're gonna send it out to more people right now. That's it, and it's gonna go out to more people. We can burn more Luna. So literally just press it. I know you You're thinking about it. I'm talking to you directly. You're thinking about it. You're like, I don't want to press a like button. It's not something I want to do. Do it. Press the like button. Look, guys, there we go. We just did it. 101. You listen.
Nice.
You listen. Nice.
Going back to that point too, obviously this channel is focused around Luna for the most part, and you might like Luna more than any other crypto, but you might not like Luna more than any other crypto if one of your other favorite cryptos goes down 50%. Mm-hmm. So that's where it is nice to have some cash as well, because things can change really quickly. The market changes. You might have a different viewpoint eventually, and it's nice to have that kind of flexibility. Because who wouldn't like Bitcoin at $8,000 or $10,000 or something like that?
Exactly. Let's go through the chat. Should we wrap it up soon?
Yeah.
We're going to wrap up soon, guys. So if you have any questions, just quickly drop them in the chat now, and I'll try and answer them. We'll both try and answer them. What we got? Not from Orlando, but hype. Oh, from Michigan.
Oh, nice.
Crypto Jazz.
Okay.
Crypto Jazz.
From near Grand Rapids, closer to the lakeshore.
Luna Classic is not a risk. It is just fun. I completely disagree with you, wholeheartedly. It's fun, but it's definitely risky.
Yeah. It's fun until something goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it can be risky, right? Everyone has fun in a bull market, so just keep that in mind.
And also, everyone's a genius in a bull market, right? The Moon Carl says $25,000 soon. The thing is, it could be, and I'm sure according to his technical analysis, it might very well be. According to mine, I think that is likely. I think that we'll see a big level of resistance in the higher 20s. But the thing is right now, I think that the price of Bitcoin, yes, we can get short-term movements done very well and get good trades in from technicals, but the overall price, Bitcoin going up or Bitcoin going down, is to do with the macro. And Sam was, just before we started this live, he said, what was it?
Don't fight the Fed.
Don't fight the Fed. Yep. So if the Fed comes out with a hawkish statement or a bearish statement, then we'll most likely go down. If the S&P 500 drops 10% tomorrow, which is possible, some bad news could come out. We could get bad CPI data, for example. It could drop the market, and then, it's no good.
Yeah. Just looking at messages too.
Yeah. Hey Connor, do you see USTC reaching $1? And if so, how would that affect Luna? So, it's going to be very hard to do that again. They have to come up with an idea as to how they're going to do it, because this algorithmic stablecoin idea didn't work out, right? So if they come up with an idea, for example, if the market cap of Luna Classic gets big enough and then some of that is sold off, or someone wants to create a treasury that has, let's say, $1 million in it, by however that's created in this new sense of Luna Classic. I'm not sure, because we don't really have anyone in power right now, or in the number one seat, but an actual backed USTC backed by stable coins, or something backed by stable coins, right? What could it be backed by? Even Bitcoin 1-to-1 is an example, but the reason why it didn't work before is because the market cap of Luna was 40 billion and Do Kwon had 3 billion. So it's like, it's like putting masking tape over a hole and like water running through a hole, It's just, but if you have, let's say you have $30,000 worth of a stable coin, and then you have 2 or 3 Bitcoin backing that stable coin. That, for example, would defend the peg. Yeah. And that's an example that could work.
Yeah, you want to over-collateralize it. Otherwise, people can make too much money by manipulating it. Do you want to end on a good question that I saw on there?
Yeah, one sec. Yeah. Took a risk, but after taking entry money out now, risk-free. Marco Booms, that is exactly the trading strategy that I personally implement into projects or coins or trading styles like this. If you can get your initial out at any point, even if it's just on a 2x, that leftover money could be absolutely life-changing, and you have no risk, so therefore no emotion. So I think that's really important. Yeah, go on.
Someone asked a good question too. They said they're new to crypto. If they have $200, should they just invest it in LUNC?
In my opinion, it depends on if that $200 is all you have, as in, like, not everything you have in the bank, but is that $200 everything that you have left? You know what I mean? Like I'm going to take $200 because that's all I can physically afford to invest in. If that's the amount, I would actually take that money and, like, not directly buy a course, but it's cliche, but you got to invest that in yourself. Learn, for example, how to trade crypto, and focus on that rather than investing. Now, if you have $200 spare a month, for example, like that's a different story. If you can consistently do that, for example, something that me and Sam do is invest into Bitcoin. So you invest into Bitcoin monthly. Now, if you personally think that Luna Classic has the same risk to reward as Bitcoin does, I don't believe that. That's not what I think. I do think that it has the option to go parabolic, but I also think that it has more chance to go much lower than Bitcoin by percentage, right? Bitcoin can drop 50%, but I think Luna Classic can drop 90% tomorrow.
It's more volatile and higher risk, higher reward.
Exactly. So if you want to take that risk, of course, that's something you can do. So just dollar cost averaging over time. You got anything else you'd say?
No, I'd say, I think he's right on. With anyone that's, I think, investing less than maybe 10 or 20% of what they make, I think you really have to focus on growing your income. And it sounds boring, and it's way scarier than trying to just invest. But you have to realize if you do have, let's say, like $200 from maybe your birthdays or something, and you just go and invest it, it's just going to sit there for a long time. Like, you're going to look at it, and it's going to go up maybe $10, down $5, up $10. And all that time that you spend looking at it, you could be making a lot more money. Even if you were just to go and get some kind of job or start on YouTube or something, even a few dollars can make a huge difference at that point. I am personally pretty risk averse. So I invest mostly into Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market, but I have more equities than I have crypto. Now, it's not like I have 99% stocks and 1% crypto or anything like that, but I still am trying to spread out my risk and continue to buy things over time.
Totally, no, I totally agree. I think another interesting point before we do wrap this up is smash that like button. Smash it right now. Go on, smash the like button. The more people that like it right now, the more Luna Classic we're going to burn on this channel. So do it. You right there. Yeah, go on, just press it. But what I was going to say is, I don't know if you agree or not, but I don't actually think that investing should be what you consider the money-making thing, right? Yeah. So the investing, of course, we can make money trading. That's a separate idea. But investing into projects you believe in shouldn't be, in my opinion, that's how my cash flow. Mm-hmm. That's not where you want to be cash flowing. That's where you want to be. You want to have a business. Your 9 to 5 is perfectly fine. I'm not someone who's against 9 to 5s, but whatever cash flows for you, that cash flow is done. And then using that cash flow, you invest, and then that money you invest grows itself, and you can use that money. You can take loans on it, all of that sort of stuff. But I don't personally think the right idea is the investing being the cash flow. Yeah,
I agree. Unless you are someone that is already a millionaire and probably multi-millions, then you can live off your investments. But if you're at anything less than $1 million or $2 million, there's no way that you can actually consistently trade, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I
consistently trade to be able to get that kind of cash flow with a normal risk profile.
And also, I think just before we wrap up, sorry, I know it's been long, but that's the key. Yes, you see on TikTok, you see on YouTube, you see these people who make significant amounts of money on trading. Yes, it's possible, but one, they either have a significant amount of money behind them. So if they have, a situation where the price drops and they're going long, it drops and they're down thousands and thousands of dollars, they have the ability and the capital to wait until it pumps back up. Whereas it's a different situation if you are losing thousands and that's a significant amount of money. So like even trading with, $1. So if it crashes, you lose $1 or $2, $3. That's the sort of risk profile. But having a lot of capital is really the only way to make significant amounts of money from trading, unless you're lucky. And yes, luck happens a lot. But this is it's like with social media, we have a direct window into the one person out of probably 10 million that was lucky, and the rest lost money, right? 99% of traders lose money, I think, right? Something like that.
Yep.
That might not, don't quote me on that fact. Anyway, you want to say anything before we wrap up?
No, I appreciate you having me on the channel. Again, My Financial Friend is my channel name. You can check it out. Just search for it up here. After you definitely hit the like button and hit subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Yeah. So this is the first time we've been live here on the channel. If you do have any feedback, if you want me to bring on people to have conversations with, things like that, I would love to go live a little bit more because I believe it gives us, a way to connect better with our community. And of course, this channel is all about community. So leave me those suggestions down there in the comment section. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, we are trying to burn as much Luna Classic as we possibly can. So if you do have a second, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Peace.
See ya.